Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. This is Conscious Human Beings Movement. So this movement I really started because most of the human beings are facing problem because of lack of awareness of their problem and what is the root cause of this problem. So if the consciousness of that human being is raised means then that is the end of their problem. They will be able to find out the solution for themselves itself. So it's a way of upgrading a human being to become more conscious. So why a human being is not naturally conscious means because human being is becoming or a handling of many things in daily life and becoming lose the focus on normal and regular stuff. So this is an effort of from my side to make humans to raise their conscious again so that people can focus on what problems they wanted to solve and making them learn what is blocking in their progress. So this is an effort from my side, and it will enable to raise human consciousness so that people will be able to solve their problems by themselves. So let's move on. Last week, we have discussed about concentric circles, right? And what is the use of it also we have seen. So whatever which is happening in one area and the same thing is happening in the another circle. I don't know how far you are able to understand this statement, but this is very much related for us in our daily life. Let me tell you an example how concentric circles are happening. When you take a medicine which solves your problem very quickly, tends to have some side effects, right? So in the same way, when you take a medicine which works slowly in the system, it will naturally does not have any side effect, maybe very minimal side effect. So in the similar manner, in our body, when we eat any kind of quick things which give so much joy for us, will lead to health problems as a side effect. For example, sugar or chips or many processed food and quick foods. But when we take food which give energy slowly, does not bother us much. You can relate the same cycle which is happening in the medicine cycle and the same cycle which is happening in our body as well. So we need to realize this. Now I will tell you how to understand these concentric circles very easily. Last week I have asked you to write down all of the points in notebook, right, as deep as possible. Have you written? I hope you have written. If you already written, that's a wonderful. And if you are able to identify any problem just within last few days itself, that's even wonderful. But if you're not able to identify any problem, then keep on writing on the book for next few days and have a one-to-one call with me to understand and make it better and solve your problem very quickly. Having one-to-one call with me, you gives you more clarity and more knowledge for you. Now let's see how to come out of the concentric circles easily. The solution is to keep deep focus on your body and mind. Next week onwards, I will start focus on your action points about your career so that this is the last session for theory from my side. From next week onwards, you will start keeping action points on your passion and your life. So before next week call, if you wanted to have one-to-one calls with me, any number of time that is fine for me. I will find my time and will connect with you. Please have with me as a next week onwards so that before next week onwards, so that in next week onwards I'll be starting action steps for you for your passion. So you need to record everything on your notebook. Okay. As I mentioned in the last week session, you need to write down all the food inputs you are giving to the body, how it is behaving, and when you are feeling energetic, when you are feeling lazy, when you are feeling sad, when you are feeling exciting, all these things you need to record. I know this will consume some time in your day, but that is why I have bought one more feature called Android application where you can simply speak. It will type in Telugu. For now, English is not there, but in coming versions, I will add English. And you can print that PDF file after a few days and utilize it for your analysis for problem solving. It is actually causing me some amount, but I can afford, so I'm giving it for free for you. Utilize it for your life transformation. Deep analysis on your body and mind and is the only way for becoming more conscious in life. If you do not record, you will not remember it, and you will not be able to come out of that concentric circle so easily. So, when to use notebook and when to use Android app. For all the daily observation on your body and mind, you can use the app. It will be quickly grab your notes and save your time. But if any kind of important things you wanted to plan your life, you need to use empty notebook only, as it is very less distraction and will help you fine tune your life journey very easy and effective. Now, how to come out of this concentric circle so fast? How to come out of these concentric circles of life so fast? One way is to keeping deep observation on your body and mind. So deep writing everything on empty notebook or Android app. Second way is to directly jump into the life basics. That means core of it. So what is life basics? That is means core. You can see the concentric circles. There is one core white circle is there. So it's not a circle basically, there is a core. So if you directly tap into that, you will understand what are the concentric circles and where you cannot or you will not fall into any kind of mistakes. Even if you start observing your body and mind alone, it will take your lifetime to come out of all those concentric circles. That is why I will introduce second way of second way and as a combined approach. Like the first way is for observing your body and mind. Second way is directly getting into the core of it, so that you can easily come out of circles of life or karmic circle or concentric circles. I call it as concentric circles or circles of life or karmic circle. You might be hearing about karmic circle sometime in your life. You note this point: karmic circles and concentric circles and circles of life. All are same. All make you rotate in the same circle forever, forever. So that is why I want you to come out of it. Now let's talk about the second way. The first way is deep observation on your body and mind, and second way is that you need to follow Hatha Yoga. This is the only way. Why? Because only way I'm saying there are many physical exercises which are available across the planet. They will give you some percentage of progress in your life, but Hatha Yoga will give you complete progress. That is why Hatha Yoga will make you more efficient and tap into the base energy or base core of concentric circles. So if Hatha Yoga is there, you can join. But if in your location anywhere, Sadhguru related programs like Isha Foundation, if Isha Foundation is conducting any kind of programs, you can participate three of the programs. I will suggest you, because those are three programs which will entirely tap your base energy or entirely will let you go into the root of life, so that you can easily come out of the karmic circles. So, what are the benefits? You can increase your energy, you can lose weight, you can gain more focus in life and career and job. You will become 10x in your life, and most important, you will come out of all of the karmic life circles. If you seriously follow these steps, I will give you, you can even save your next lifetime as well. So, what is the program names is Isha Foundation offering three programs. I have participated in many programs. That is why I come across these three were more efficient one. One is inner engineering, Isha Kriya, Yogasanas. Anyone which is available as fast as well, please go and learn from it, because once you learn it, you do not need to go to any other things. You can practice it at home itself. You do not need to go to any kind of physical exercise. They will give a step-by-step procedure. Once you follow those things, you will be able to directly tap into your base energy. Now, let's go to the digestion. So, first we have seen how to keep your deep focus on body and mind, how to utilize technology for writing your observations, and how to attend to the physical and tap into the base energy by attending to the Hatha Yoga programs. Now, let's see what is the other thing which we need to keep focus. That is digestion. In our digestion tract, there are three main things. One is stomach bag, if you see on the screen. Second is small intestine. Third one is large intestine. Main purpose of stomach bag is to break down the food. I hope you already know all these things. Intestines are for food travel and nutrients absorption and ejection. That means throwing out of the waste. So I hope these are the basic concepts you are aware of digestion. Now I'll go to the deep down of it. Now let's talk about stomach bag. In the stomach bag, it is trying to break down the food. You might be already aware of some the story. If all the sticks are together, it will be difficult to break that bond. But with a single stick, we can easily break it. The same thing goes for the food also. Whatever you are keeping it should be easily breakable. Otherwise, stomach gets tough to break it, and it is a load for your stomach. One example is that if you eat carrot as it is, rather than carrot paste, you can observe the load. There is a difference in that. So, in our traditional example, let's say if you take curd as it is, some people feel it causes more heat in the body. But if you take buttermilk, you will feel cold and comfortable. The reason is that the bond between the cells and the material is broken, and that is why it is easy for stomach to process. If you eat chicken without much chewing, it causes more load on the body, and more stomach has acid has to be generated. If you chew it well, or if you eat it as a keema, then it goes bit better. Now let's go into the intestine part. If you see small intestine and large intestine, these are for absorbing the food and eliminating the waste from the body. If any reason, if more energy is spent here means you are gone case. Why? Because it will divert your focus. It will bring all kind of health issues. As a gut is the main source of your life, you should be well enough. In intestines, food comes after breaking down from the stomach bag. Now the actual game starts here. It needs to good bacteria and micronutrients to process the food out of the body and absorb the nutrients to the body. These days, we are not consuming micronutrients, and even good bacteria is getting depleted because of the antibiotic usage or many other reasons. Now, after food enters here, most of the food nutrients are getting damaged. The main function of these intestines is to absorb the nutrients, but since you already lacking the good bacteria and lack of micronutrients, you will suffer indigestion and loss of existing nutrients from the body. Also, you will damage the nutrients present in the food which you take. This is a mutual damage which is happening, and that is the main reason you are suffering all the emotional imbalances, hair loss, stress, irritation, frustration, and all of that. Especially morning sickness like sneezing, cold, fever, and whatnot. All these will come under this. Now, that is why we need to be very careful what kind of food we pump into. Three category of food now I am going to cover. One is quick energy givers like chili powder, green chili, garlic, masala, chicken masala, sugar, honey, even lemon water, or anything so any quick things you get into your life will cause some problem in your life. But you should be aware enough to handle that. For example, chicken or ice cream, anything. These are the quick things which gives quick energy. But after stomach bag, in the small intestine and large intestine, the processing of all this quick will be very difficult. That is why people who consume all these quick energy generators will suffer digestion or indigestion issues. Now let's go to the what are the medium energy givers. So medium energy like fine grained rice, which gives you energy in a medium range and at the same time causes slow in the intestine movement. It does not move very fast, but it does not go slow also. In between to go the fine grained rice which we consume daily. And third one is very slow energy givers, just like millets, which gives you energy bit slow but travel in the intestines bit comfortably, which does not cause any kind of problem to you. So that is when you consume millets, you will feel comfortable and slow energy generation. So that is why you will not feel hungry very quickly also. I think that's it for the day. Now, that is why you need to have some kind of balanced diet of all of these things. How you need to eat is first you need to pump all of the micronutrients content. That means fruits and vegetables or any natural food which is not cooked should be eaten first. After that, your carbohydrates, so that these micronutrients or natural food will create a passage for carbohydrates to pass. So this is the better way of eating. That is why you need to have balanced diet. If you only pump chicken, that does not cover. all of you what your body requires. And after a stomach bag, the chicken traveling mechanism will be difficult. So that is why you will feel discomfort or indigestion issues. So as I overall related to the digestion, what I told is one is breaking down of the food by stomach bag and traveling of the food in the intestines. So breaking the food is as simple, carbohydrates are as simple food you give, that simple it will be easy for stomach to process. And after that in the intestine, if it has to travel properly, it needs micronutrients and good bacteria. So that is why the best diet you need to follow is eats fruits and vegetables, nuts, walnuts, whatever it is, in a raw form, a natural form, and then after that you eat your carbohydrates so that it balances out the problem. If you are a non-vegetarian, if you wanted to eat chicken, first eat some kind of salads or carrot, beetroot, and then eat non-veg. Or if you are boozing, first eat fruits and vegetables and then go for a boozing. So what I'm saying that if natural content is passed front first so that it creates a passage, it does not damage whatever kind of carbo or any non-veg which you pass in the later stage. Now, what are the action points for this week? Think deep about your passion, which you wanted to achieve in your life. As I mentioned in the start of this session, you already written some of the skills and plans for your life. So that those are the things I'm going to cover from the next session. If required, you can set up as many one-to-one calls with me before next week, so that next week onwards we can get into the action for your passion. So why I have taken these many sessions to get started with the passion is I wanted to prepare on a base energy so that you will never fail in your life. And second is keep deep focus on your body and mind and write down all of the thing them in the notebook or use the Android app which I have given. So right now the Android app is not in the Play Store, but I will share it with you privately in Triple C group. And after that, maybe in coming days, it might come into the Play Store. The third action point is join any one of the Hatha Yoga program as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. If Sadhguru program, Isha Foundation programs are available in your location, then you can immediately go for the those three programs which I have mentioned, like inner engineering, Isha Kriya, or Yoga Asanas. Anyone is available, you immediately go and join. Okay, so if you learn those three things, then that is fine. You can practice those things for entire life. You don't need to go for any kind of physical activity. If you'll cover entire body and mind energy generation. Now, the fourth one is include 50% of the raw food in your diet and eat raw food before cooked food. So these are the four steps so that it will enhance your ability so that whatever the next action point which I'm going to tell after the next week onwards, you will be able to implement easily and you will be able to effortlessly implement it and navigate in your life and lead your job or passion happily, successfully. Thank you very much for attending the session. We'll meet in the next week. Thank you.